What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And this one's away on EA Sports. Returning it from the 4. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. This is brought in at the 15. And that is a touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Returnable from the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. Got his man. That's Zay Jones. He finds him 16 yards. Downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. 1st down throw for May. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So it'll be 2nd down. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
3rd and long for him here. Cook calls it in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
May throwing for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. May now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. To the air yet again, May. He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's May. Forced out to his right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's May. Too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They send out Greg Zuerlein for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bass's kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Wilson's got it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. May on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Gets this to Bateman.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separate. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They have it on 3rd and 9. Here's May. Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air on 1st down. May. Pass complete to Cook. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
May now on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Trying to throw for it with May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. Space on the right. He's got room. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now May coming off that pick. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw, here's May. He's going to push one deep down the right. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense.
Let's go.
Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
So we've reached that 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll give him a 1st down. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
It's caught left side by Mitchell. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 range.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they had that one contained right at the line. It was Preston Smith with the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Motioning one of the tight ends. Throwing on third, McCarthy. Has it in close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. Trap. 79 Broncos. Ready.
McCarthy throwing here. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be second and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Headed out right. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. One last play before the break.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70. Warrior 70.
Throwing it just before halftime. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Teams are back out on the field. Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They motion the tight end over. First down throw for May. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, every once in a while you understand a play that loses a yard or two. But losing that much on a completion, there is some kind of malfunction with the offense. They'd have been better off abandoning that play. Heck, might as well punt it.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's May. He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of...
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And the fake's not going to pay off as that winds up incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Running this one left. Down to the 10. Is into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, they were obviously more concerned with a pass that wasn't coming. Great decision to hand it off, and an even better running to gallop all the way to the end zone.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to look, right from the playbook, right? That's why you run an RPO. That defense can't be right. You're playing pass, well, I'll hand it off, and my running back can do the damage.
Pretty good lead in hand already. They're still just taking the extra point from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
That's low and bounces short of his man.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Now they send their back in motion right. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.